I'm going to start off by filling in my brows, and today I'm trying something a little bit different. I am using the 3-point technique for eyebrows, and according to that, this is where my eyebrow is supposed to begin, right on the side of my nose. So I'm just going to fill in as usual. I'm just going to fill in my brows as usual, like I normally do. The only thing is I'm going to extend it here in the front. And so I am just going to try to make it look as natural as possible. And just for a little bit more definition, I'm using my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown. And this just makes everything look really sharp and defined. And I am constantly experimenting with my eyebrows, so I'm always doing something a little bit different. And I'm just going to try and draw some fake hairs in the front here to make it look a little bit more natural. And then I'm just going to set everything with my Sonia Kashuk Tinted Brow Gel. And here I'm just going to fix any mistakes and also clean up the brows using some concealer. I'm going to carve them out. I'm also going to carve out the top of my brow just to make everything look really sharp and clean. And remember to use a concealer that is the same color as your foundation. You don't want this to look totally obvious, and you want it to blend out nicely. And here is my brow done. I usually like to do the front of my brows very light and kind of do a gradient effect. Today I'm using my ItsJudyTime palette, and I'm going to use this matte camel color. And I'm taking a large blending brush, and I'm just going to place this in the crease. And what I like to do is I like to bring the color down the side of my nose. And this just makes my nose look a little bit slimmer, and I just like how it makes my eyes look a lot larger than they really are. So you want to keep working that color into the crease, and you want to gradually build up the color to the intensity that you like. So here I'm just doing windshield wiper motions, and you can see that the brush does all the work for me. So I really like this large blending brush. It really blows out the color really nicely, and it makes it look really soft. Next, I'm taking another matte eyeshadow from the palette, and this one is just a really nice warm brown. And with a MAC 217 brush, I'm just going to place this more inside the crease. And same thing, I'm going to be doing windshield wiper motions. And you kind of want to bring it all the way in, close to your tear duct. And you just want to gradually build up the color to the intensity that you want. And now I'm going to go in with this really nice metallic copper eyeshadow, and I'm just going to place it on the lids with my fingers. And whenever you use your fingers, it just makes the color really concentrated and really pigmented. You get the most out of your eyeshadow. And I'm going to leave a little space on the outer V for some more definition. And then I'm going in with this color here. It looks like it would be a burgundy color, but it's more of a really dark brown with some shimmer. So I'm just going to place this on the outer V of my lid, staying underneath the crease. And at first I'm just going to place it there, and then I'm going to go in with a blending brush to blend it out. Here I'm just using my Sonia Kashuk blending brush to really blend out that color. You want it to be very soft, and you can even blend it out towards your temple to create that really nice long eye shape, and also to create that cat eye shape as well. To highlight my brow and to really soften up that eyeshadow, I'm going to use this here, this matte eyeshadow, and I'm just going to place it on the brow bone, and this is also going to help blend out those transition colors in the crease. And just to open up my eyes a tiny bit, I'm going to place some of that eyeshadow in the tear duct area. And then you're going to want to take some wipes or makeup remover wipes and then just clean up the under eye area, because you will get a little bit of fallout. And you can also sharpen up that outer edge of your eyeshadow. And here I'm just putting on my favorite eyeliner, which is the L'Oreal Super Slim liquid eyeliner, and I'm just going to create a really nice wing, and I want it to be pretty even thickness all the way across, and this is just going to make my eyes look really long and not so round. And then of course no look is complete without false eyelashes in my opinion, so I'm going to use my Red Cherry number 43 lashes, one of my favorites, and then I'm going to move on to the under eye concealer. And here I'm just using my MAC Pro Long concealer, and I'm just dabbing it with my fingers. And then I'm just going to blend out that under eye concealer with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And you just want to do tapping motions, not sweeping motions, because it's just going to move the concealer around. If you tap, it's going to give you that nice airbrush finish. For the lower lash line, I'm going to take this navy blue color here, and I'm just going to really work it into the root of the lashes. So you just want to wiggle your brush back and forth and really get it in there. And then we're going to use another color to blend it out and smoke it out some. And now I'm going to take the color right next to it, which is a cross between a blue and a purple. And then I'm just going to take that to blend it out. And I'm using a small eyeshadow brush for this. And you'll notice that I didn't bring the eyeshadow all the way in close to the tear duct area, because I don't want it to close my eyes. I still want to have that nice almond shape. Next, I'm taking a clean brush with nothing on it, and I'm just going to sweep it back and forth underneath the lash line, just to really smoke out that color and make everything look really soft and blown out. To make that navy blue really pop on the lower lash line, I'm going to use this Urban Decay eyeliner in Binge. It's a really nice navy blue, and I'm just going to go over where I place the eyeshadow, so I'm not going to go all the way in close to the tear duct area, only where I place my eyeshadow. And then you're just going to add a couple of coats of black mascara to your lower lashes. And I like to make them look really full and thick so that it balances out with the false lashes on the top. And that is it. These are the eyes finished. The blush that I'm using today is by MAC, and it is called Style. It's one of my favorites, and I'm just going to place that on the tops of my cheekbones. And if you're interested in seeing my face and contouring and eyebrow routine, I do have a separate video on that, so you can check that out. I will have the link in the description box. And I'm just going to place this right on top of my contour, and it has a little bit of shimmer to it, so it's really, really pretty. Even though the Style blush has a little bit of frost to it, I'm going to add a little bit more highlight with this MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Adored. And then to finish off the look, I'm going to use my Flower Lipstick in Apricot Blossom. And this is the completed look. I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful. And if you guys ever recreate any of my looks, or if you just want to check out any of my looks that I've done in the past, please check out my Instagram and use the hashtag Justine21 to check out all the looks and post your pictures. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next tutorial.